Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Sacred Union Energy Update. I thought what we would do today is a check-in on the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine and how you're feeling about each other. As you guys know, I usually just go with the flow with these readings. We usually talk about Sacred Union with regards to soul growth and ascension and awakening. We go a little bit higher level here, but we're going to bring it back down a little bit and see how are you feeling about each other? How are you feeling about the journey? Where are you on the journey as a collective? So I thought we would just get back into these collective readings with a check-in on how you're feeling about each other. So we're going to start with the Divine Masculine and see how is the Divine Masculine feeling about the Divine Feminine, and then we'll pull some tarot cards and see where they are on their own journey, and we'll do the same for the Divine Feminine. Timestamps will be in the description box below. I will have an oracle reading like I wanted to do hopefully next week, as well as more Patreon readings. We'll have those up this week and next week. Things in my physical reality are just starting to settle down. I am trying to adjust to a new normal for myself, a new schedule. There have been some very major changes over the past month or so. But I am looking to be more consistent in these readings for you guys up on YouTube and Patreon with the new schedule. So bear with me a little bit longer. Thank you guys for your patience and your community. Bear with me a little bit longer as things kind of settle down for me. It was kind of unexpected and abrupt. Positive changes, some heartbreaking things happening, like the loss of my dog, but overall, moving into a more positive energy, definitely a new phase. And I think a lot of us are really moving into this next level, this next phase of our life. And I will talk more about that in an upcoming reading about ascension and awakening. But right now, we are going to get into what is going on for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Okay, so how is the Divine Masculine feeling about this connection? How are they feeling about this connection and this journey and their Divine Feminine? Make a good shuffle here. How is Divine Masculine feeling about this connection? How is Divine Masculine feeling about this connection, please, Spirit? How are they feeling about this connection? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I feel like Divine Masculine is getting the green light. I feel like they are feeling their emotions incredibly strongly. They're feeling very connected to you, their Divine Feminine, because they're becoming connected to themselves and to Source energy itself. They are feeling that Trinity energy. They are feeling a push, I'm hearing, to create. They're feeling a push to build the next level of their life. They're feeling a push to create within this connection, and a push to embody their own sacred self, a push to embody that love full force, where once they had been kind of withdrawn from it, where once they had been a little bit fearful of it, because they were still holding on to old patternings, old beliefs, old toxic elements within their life. Now they've really pushed through those hurdles, and I feel like they're ready for the next stage of their life, ready to embrace the next stage of their life, and ready to embrace you. And I feel like a lot of their emotions are coming up to the surface, and they're wanting to express this. They're wanting to share their heart, not just their emotions, but their heart and their expression of self with you from a very sincere manner. I'm even getting a very romantic vibe. So there might be some romance brewing back, some sparks that are brewing back between you guys, because I'm getting that vibe as well. This isn't just about connection. This isn't just about wanting to build, but this feels very, all-encompassing. This feels very romantic-oriented as well. So let's hold this up and see where we go from here. For the Divine Masculines, I'm getting called to this deck. Just regular Rider-Waite. So let's see what we've got here. Spirit, we're going to find out what is going on currently with the Divine Masculines. What's going on with the Divine Masculines at this time? Okay, what's going on with Divine Masculines at this time? Let's get 3 cards, please. Yeah. I'm feeling a lot of solar plexus energy and sacral chakra energy. I want to say both because it feels very emotional, but it also feels like just this willpower, just this sense of strength, just this sense of like fierceness. This it almost feels like Leo energy. And that's actually been coming forth. I think in the dailies it came forth. It really feels like Leo energy. And we've just left Leo season, but some of that energy is still lingering. That fire energy, that passion, that burning passion, even that sexuality is kind of like, what I'm feeling is it's pushing them forward. It's really pushing them forward into wanting to create from a sense of passion, from a sense of love, from a sense of excitement and anticipation. They're no longer fearing the future like they once did. Now they're really excited for the future and what they can manifest, what they can create. I feel like they're actually dreaming again. And before, they really held themselves back from dreams. They didn't think it was possible. They didn't think they would come true. And now they're starting to see their dreams manifest, and they're starting to believe again. They're starting to believe in themselves again. That's that willpower energy. And they're starting to believe in the universe again. They're starting to believe in their connection to the universe. And they're starting to believe in their own power. Very strong energy coming through. Very strong energy for the masculines coming through. As always, take the reading as it resonates for you. If you're pulled more towards the masculine energy, then that could be the masculine energy within you. If you're pulled more towards the divine feminine energy, even if you're a divine masculine or divine feminine, that could be that you're resonating more with the feminine energy within you. Remember, you hold both energies within you. Yeah. Clarify the 7 of Wands, please. Yeah. You guys, holy cow. We have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, but look at all this wand energy. Look at all this passion. Look at all this excitement. Look at all this, I'm just getting the word yearning. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but that's that passion that's coming through right now from Spirit. It's very excited. It's very yearning energy. It's very passionate. It's very vibrant. It's just an energy of action. It's ready to go. They're ready to go. The world card to start the reading here, to start this spread, they've closed out a major cycle in their life. They've closed the book, closed the chapter. They have embarked on the new. That one phase of their journey is over. And if you know the major arcana cards go through an entire journey. It's the hero's journey, where you have trials, you have challenges. It tests your resolve. It strips you down. It shows you who you are. Divine masculines have been through tower moments after tower moments after tower moment to really break down the ego, to really break down any false beliefs, addictions, patterns, toxic elements in their life, in order to remember that they are love, that they are light, that they are soul, and they're not all that soul gunk that was kind of clogging them up, that was keeping them in that distorted energy, that was keeping them from rising into their full strength, from rising into their full power, from rising into that divine masculine energy, from rising into that emperor energy where they're taking control of their life, where they are leading from the soul space. They've been through this hero's journey where they were just, in a sense, broken down. The foundation that they had built, that false foundation, crumbled around them. And what they were building on was a foundation of love. They were learning to love themselves. They were learning to love and trust and have faith in the universe and God, source, whatever it is that you want to call that pure love energy. They were learning to have faith and trust in you, divine feminine. It is all one and the same. It is that Trinity energy. They've been through this journey, acquiring tools, acquiring faith, acquiring trust in themselves, acquiring an awareness of themselves. And now they've come to the end of one journey, one phase, and are ready to embark on another with the page here. They are ready to take everything that they have learned through that awakening, through that ascension, and level up, to begin again, to take action and go towards where their heart is wanting them to go towards what inspires them, to go towards what motivates them, what fuels them, the passion that excites them. Where in the past, maybe they did things according to what was expected of them, or according to old beliefs or conditioning or patterns, the old way of doing things, the old paradigm. And now they're recognizing that they have the power to create a life of their dreams that had once been scary to them because they didn't believe it was possible. And now they're seeing that it's possible, and they are ready to go. They are ready to take action. The Seven of Wands here, they might still be seeing some conflict in their physical world. People who might still be holding on to the past, might still be questioning them. Do you think, is this really possible? Is this really what you want? Is this really where you're going? They might still be having some self-doubts there. They might still be facing some opposition, and that might still be creating some doubt within themselves. But they are fighting through this. They're charging through this, is what I'm hearing. They're getting ready to just go, no matter what anybody is saying. They're learning to trust themselves and their own intuition and their own path. And they're starting to realize that they're able to pave their own path and not listen to the voices of others, not listen to the opinions of others. They're learning to listen to their own soul and let that guide them, let that lead them. Listen to their own emotions, listen to their own intuition, tapped into that feminine energy within themselves that for so long had been suppressed, for so long had been oppressed, for so long they had hid away. Now they're tapping into their intuition. Now they're tapping into that feminine energy. Now they're tapping into their emotions and saying, no, this is what I love. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I want for myself. This is what I'm going towards. And part of that is going towards this connection. Part of that is going towards you. And I feel like they want to communicate this to you. This feels bigger than just communicating about their connection with you. This feels like they want to communicate their entire journey with you. Like they want to share with you everything that they have learned, everything that they have been through, how they have changed and how they have transformed. Even if you have been there with them to see it, there's a sense, it's very sweet. There's a sense of pride coming in. They want to show you just how much they've changed. They want to share with you their emotions. They want to be intimate and vulnerable with you in a very soft, in a very tender, in a very romantic way. To say, yes, I am ready for this. Let me show you what we can create together, what I'm ready to create with you. It's very beautiful energy here. There's a fierceness underneath this. There's a strength that's underneath this. But overall, Divine Masculine is very soft, very tender, and very warm-hearted. It's a very beautiful energy, a very lovely energy of the balance between the masculine and the feminine within them. Let's get some more about how they're feeling about this. Yeah, see the ending. That has been put to rest. The past has been put to rest. And with this Ten of Swords, what I'm actually feeling is they're putting the past to rest. Anywhere where there was betrayal, anywhere where there was heartbreak, anywhere where there was pain, they are ready to move on from that. They are ready to go forward from that. Yeah, Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. They are ready to move on from that and go forward. Not holding on to the past like they had in the past. Not holding on to what was. They had been clinging so hard to what was. And even if they didn't want what was, it was a comfort for them, or it was familiar to them. And so they were clinging to that because especially this connection was new and it was powerful and it was making them feel the full force of their emotions. And so it was easier to retreat. It was easier to withdraw back into what was familiar. But now they're recognizing that what lay ahead is far better than what they are leaving behind. What they have created and are creating and building is much better than what was in the past, because now they're taking their own power and creating from their own strength, from their own desires, from their own passions, from their own heart space, and they're creating in tandem with you. What else do we have for the Divine Masculines? 10. Look, we have the World. We have 2 10s. Yeah, you guys, this is incredible, incredible energy. Ends of cycles all over this place and new beginnings. Look at this. Look at this. And here's my Union card on the bottom of the deck, my 3 of Cups. Wow, this is incredible. Yeah, they have put the past, and this is mental. The swords are mental, so they're really putting down that mental burden and also the physical burden. Anywhere where they were shouldering this, holding the weight of the world on their shoulders, through that resistance, through that reluctance to let go. This is a change in their mindset. This is a transformation in their belief system. This is putting down the old version of them in order to create something new in the tangible, physical, tangible reality. A new beginning for themselves, a new beginning for this connection with, and there it is, yep, with the Lovers there. A new beginning for this connection, wanting the celebration, wanting this union. 3 of Cups being my Union card because it is the 2 of Cups pouring into the 3rd, creating that Trinity energy. This is what they're longing for. And with the Death card, yeah, they're putting an end to anything that was holding them back, where in truth they were just holding themselves back, in order to bring forth this sunshine, this happiness, this union into their life, this love into their life. Very, very powerful energies coming forth here. Wow. A lot of endings here. But the endings make way for new beginnings, and that is exactly what is happening for Divine Masculines. They are wanting this new beginning, and they have been wanting this new beginning for quite a while, but had been resisting taking action, or they have been taking baby steps. But now it feels full throttle. It feels like full steam ahead. They have really put an end to the old, realized that they couldn't hold on to it or cling to it any longer, that doing so was just being disruptive to their own life, that they weren't creating what they wanted. They were just repeating old loops, old cycles. And it was almost like they were getting sick of themselves. They were getting sick of the old cycles. They were recognizing that. They were seeing that. That was part of the clarity that had come in for them. They were actually seeing the patterns repeating. And that's the ending that has been created here. It's that desire for a new beginning that pushed them forward, a desire for a new beginning with you, wanting to express this with you. Let's get a little bit more. What is the Divine Masculine wanting? What is the Divine Masculine wanting? What's the Divine Masculine? What's the Divine Masculine wanting? 9 of Cups. What's the Divine Masculine wanting? Page of Swords. I love it. Sexual energy. Remember when I said sexual energy in the beginning? That's coming through here. This doesn't have an energy of toxicity to it. This doesn't have an energy. This isn't like the devil energy that's coming through. This is sexual energy, that sacral chakra energy that I talked about in the beginning. That's what's coming through here. What are they wanting? 9 of Cups, Page of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the Emperor. They are wanting this 7 of Cups. I'll start here. This has an energy of daydreams. This has an energy of I can create whatever it is I want to create. I'm not limited anymore. I have opportunities to create this wish fulfillment. I have opportunities to express my truth, to live in my authenticity, to share my heart. I have an opportunity here to be the Emperor. This is what they want. They want to be your counterpart. They want to rise as the Emperor to match you as the Empress. They are ready. Before, they were really holding back because they didn't feel like they were deserving of this. They didn't feel like they were deserving of you. They had put you on a sort of pedestal where they were seeing you in your power. They were seeing you in your strength. They were seeing you as this just beautiful, sexy goddess, and they didn't feel worthy of you. But they have been through this hero's journey. They have risen themselves, learned about themselves, and anything that was holding them back from seeing the truth of themselves, that they are already the emperor, they have let go of, to allow them to rise into this truth for their wish fulfillment, for their happiness. This is what they are wanting. This is very powerful energy coming through. What a shift. What a major change for these divine masculines. Okay, let's see what we want to do here. I want to get, how are they specifically feeling towards you? I'm going to get this deck. This is the Island Time Wellness cards. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. Okay, how are they feeling specifically towards the Divine Feminine? How are they feeling specifically towards Divine Feminine? How is Divine Masculine specifically feeling towards the Divine Feminine at this time? I love it. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. They are wanting to start a new cycle of putting the past behind them and entering back into that sacred bubble. That's what I'm hearing, the sacred bubble. Remember when you first met your divine counterpart? Remember how it was like this honeymoon energy where it felt like there was this beautiful bubble around you? This is what they want. They want to put the heartbreak of the past, of your relationship, behind you. What happens with these connections, especially for twin flames, what happens is you guys are a mirror towards each other, where you're meant to trigger each other for soul growth. All that karma and all that baggage and all that, what I like to call soul sludge, that's keeping you from the truth, that's keeping you in the dense energy, keeping you from the truth of who you are, the soul and the light and the love of who you are, comes up to be cleared, comes up to be healed. And very often in these connections, you create your own karmic cycle with your counterpart because there seems to be a lot of heartbreak. In the physical, there's always love between you two. That's how you can tell the difference between this and any other connection. There's always that love. There's always that forgiveness. There's always that, no matter what happens, you always come back to that love. This is not attachment. This is not dependence or codependence. This is not abuse. I'm not going to go into how to determine what relationship is what. I have a page on my website called Soul Connections that you can check out, where I go into these different type of connections. But if you are in this type of soul bond, if you're in this type of soul connection, a twin flame relationship, you'll know by how it feels, how it resonates with you. But what happens is a lot of karma comes up between you guys, and it's not you and it's not your partner that's toxic. It's the stuff. It's that soul sludge that comes up between you guys to be healed. And what you'll often see if you guys are in physical proximity and you're triggering each other, what you'll see is as soon as you work through whatever wounding comes up, whatever that needs to be healed or cleared, you always come back to that love. And it shifts you into a higher level of consciousness with each other within your relationship. Well, your partner is ready to put the past in the past, both for themselves, having gone through this journey, and with you. They're wanting to come back to this energy of honeymoon. They're wanting to come back to this energy of paradise. They're wanting that playful, lighthearted energy back. And spoiler alert, this week's Romance Angels Friday for the daily energy draw is flirt. It's an energy that has been popping up for the past few months. Step back into that innocence. Step back into that playful energy, that lightheartedness, that flirtatious energy, because that is what brings in joy. That is what raises vibrations. That is what keeps you in a higher level of consciousness. That's what keeps you tapped into love and connected to the love. And the love is what truly connects you to each other. And this is what they're feeling. This is what they're wanting. They're wanting to bring this back into your connection. The question is, Divine Feminines, are you going to allow it? Are you going to open up your heart, forgive the past, let the past be in the past, and allow yourself to move forward in this connection? We're going to get into the Divine Feminine reading next. So let's get a message from your Divine Counterpart. I think I'm going to use Volume 2. This is my Conversations with Counterparts deck, Volume 2, available in my Etsy store. Let's see what we have. What does Divine Masculine want to say to Divine Feminine, please, Spirit? What does Divine Masculine want to say to Divine Feminine? My heart is safe with you. Divine Masculine had been almost terrified of this connection. But it wasn't because of you, Divine Feminine. It was because of the light that you were shining. It was because you were loving them so much, and they had not in the past experienced that love before, that pure love, that unconditional love. They were terrified that with this love, you would abandon them or reject them or neglect them. And so they kind of pulled away first. But they're starting to realize that they can open up with you, and that's why they want to have this heart-to-heart conversation. That's why they want to communicate with you and express themselves to you, because now they have healed that, put that in the past where that wounding came from, where they had experienced that in relationships in the past, either parental figures, authority figures, or relationships that they had been in that had rejected them or had abandoned them or had kept them feeling neglected. They're realizing that that is not this connection, that that is not you. They're finally learning how to trust and have faith in this love, and to recognize that their heart truly is safe with you, that you are safe with each other. This is really beautiful. Oh, look, I'm in love with you. Oh, God, I love it. All right. All right, that is going to be it for this week's Divine Masculine reading. We're going to take a brief pause and get into the Divine Feminine reading, see what's going on with them. And we'll be back with a Sacred Union Energy update coming shortly, where we'll talk about Ascension, we'll talk about the relationship and Sacred Union as a whole, and what's going on with both counterparts. I just wanted to do a quick check-in. This is how Divine Masculine is feeling towards the connection and towards their Divine Feminine. Really beautiful energy. What a beautiful transformation that's taken root. What a beautiful transformation. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Okay, everyone, welcome back. This is the Divine Feminine portion of the reading. I decided to keep it in one video, so timestamps are below. Make sure you check out the Divine Masculine as well. Let's see how the Divine Feminine is feeling towards this connection, toward their masculine, towards Sacred Union. Let's see what's going on for the Divine Feminine this week. Remember, all my readings are meant to be timeless, so you take them how and when they resonate for you. What I'm finding is that the readings from back in, I want to say March, April, up until now, they're all resonating, the messages therein. So don't be afraid to go back and rewatch or re-listen to some of the old readings as they resonate with you. Go ahead and look at the playlists, the Sacred Union Energy updates, the Ascension Energy updates, and see what calls to you, because that might mean that there's a message in there for you. The energy that I was picking up on back then is resonating and relevant to now. Sometimes I do channel a little bit ahead. So even those from a couple of months ago is relevant right now. We're in that energy right now. So go ahead and take a look or take a listen at some of the older readings as well, because we're still in that energy here. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Divine Feminines, please, Spirit. Spirit, what's going on for Divine Feminines? Ooh, Divine Feminines. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. What I'm hearing is some old layers, some old triggers might be popping up. Not necessarily with regards to your connection and your Divine Masculine, although it may be projecting through your relationship with your Divine Masculine. You might be experiencing things from your childhood that your Divine Masculine is showing to you by their behavior, by their actions, by their words, that is triggering some old wounding coming up. This does have a very family-focused energy, and I'm being called back to childhood. So some stuff that might have been lodged in the subconscious to be healed and to be cleared might be coming up. but being projected in your relationship. It's not necessarily your divine masculine he might be the one triggering you, but this is coming from old wounding. And what I'm actually hearing is it's just some more excavating to be done. It's just some more layers to be healed. Okay, let's see what this is about. Let's keep going. Let's keep going and see what this is about. Oh yeah, we've got Tower here. Divine Feminines, are you experiencing a little bit of purging? Are you experiencing a little bit of some triggers happening? Let's see what's going on, how you're feeling about this connection. It's very interesting that the masculine is feeling so positive, but I feel like the masculine's positivity towards this connection is actually triggering you, Divine Feminines, which is very interesting energy. I feel like as a divine masculine is taking steps closer and closer towards you, that might be triggering you even more. And I feel like this has been coming up in a lot of the readings the past few weeks that I've been doing, where your manifestations are taking place. Your masculine is coming towards you. Your masculine might even be communicating with you and expressing themselves to you. You might even be manifesting higher commitment, moving in together, family, building a family together, building a business together. You might be experiencing all these things that you had once dreamed of, and it's kind of shaking you a little bit. Again, some more subconscious stuff, some layers of healing to be done. But I feel like the closer your masculine gets to you, the closer you're getting to what you want, it's kind of shaking you up, because I feel like you didn't quite think it was possible. I feel like you didn't quite feel like it was ever going to happen. And now that it's here, it's kind of sending your ego in a tailspin. Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, is this real? Have faith in this. Yes, it is real. It is real. I know it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing when you've been hearing for so long, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, but you aren't seeing anything in the physical. But then all of a sudden, here it is. It can send you into a little bit of self-sabotage energy, into a little bit of doubt, a little bit of disbelief, a little bit of lack of faith. But that's where you are guided to trust in your own self-mastery. Use the tools that you have gained on this journey. Balance yourself, center yourself, stabilize yourself for when these manifestations are coming in, so that you can claim them, so that you can appreciate them and say, this is what I wanted. And now it's here. And I am so grateful, rather than being afraid of it being taken away, or rather than doubting that it's even here in the first place. It's almost like you've been playing the lottery for decades, and all of a sudden you win, and it's like your mind is blown. Like, did this really happen? Well, you did all the work, you did all the healing, you finally came into alignment, stepped into that abundance mindset, and now the universe provided you with what it was that you wanted. So, don't ignore what it is that the universe is bringing to you. Don't ignore, the manifestations taking shape. This is what you have been working towards. And it's because, and I don't want to say this is what you've been working towards with regards to your physical connection, it's the inner connection. You have been working towards that abundance energy. You've been working towards faith and believing in yourself and loving yourself enough. And that is what has helped you raise your frequency enough to bring all of your desires, physical and otherwise, into your reality. So have faith in this and trust in this. And if you're feeling a little bit shaken up, just explore why you might still be holding on to beliefs that you're not deserving of it, or why you can't believe that it's actually here, why you're not believing in the impossible. Because nothing is impossible. And we know that from this journey, right? Nothing is impossible. That's just old conditioning. That's just old patterning. That's just the old paradigm. And that's what we're moving out of. So if you're feeling a little bit shaken up, keep going deep, keep clearing that energy, and keep stepping into that energy of appreciation and love and just gratitude. All right. Divine Feminines, what's going on with your connection with your Divine Masculine? How are you feeling with your connection with your Divine Masculine? Yeah. See? Yeah. Okay. Let's get a couple more cards first, please, Spirit. Let's get a couple more cards first. Let's get a couple more cards first. Thank you. Yeah. Divine Feminines, you can't believe that it is all here, that you have the world in your hands. You can't believe that after such years, possibly even months, years of such turbulent weather, now the seas are calm. Now you're moving towards something calmer. Now you're moving towards the next phase of your life where there is communication, where there is sincere offerings, where there is expressions of love and self, where you do have the world in your hands, where you are manifesting. It's like you can't believe it. And it's because of everything that was behind you, what you're actually moving away from, everything that was behind you. It was so stormy, it was so turbulent, it was so intense, it was a roller coaster of emotions. And now you're really learning how to stabilize your energy. You're really learning how to find your center and balance yourself out so that it is not so stormy going forward. That's all due to the work that you've done. That's all due to your own self-mastery. That's all due to the healing and the clearing and the tools that you have acquired on this journey. Things will not be like they were in the past. That has come to an end, that has come to a close. That is not just an old chapter, but that's the old book. And now it's time for you to write the next one, to write the next story with your counterpart. And you can see that there is communication and expressions from your counterpart on the horizon. You can feel that. You might even be experiencing that in your physical world. More communication, more expressions of self. A new beginning in your relationship, a new phase that is starting. Yeah, they just pointed me to the bottom of the deck. 6 of Cups. This is reunion. This is reconciliation. This is warmth. This is a coming back together. This is almost like I'm getting the lover's energy. This is a brand new beginning. Yeah, this is a brand new beginning. And it's because you have done all of the work to clear out the past. And so where you're headed, as you're traveling on these metaphorical waters into this next phase of your life, this next journey with your counterpart, this next, how do I say this cycle, this next story that you're writing with your counterpart, it's not going to be stormy weather. Calm waters from here on out because of the calm and the peace and the centeredness you find within. This is a rebirth of yourself and of your connection. This is a second chance. That old you is done. That old version of yourself, that old version of your relationship is gone. It's ended. Now you have this brand new beginning. Now you have this reunion, this reconciliation. But there's such a warm energy coming from this. This is reciprocity. This is balance. This is love towards each other. This is the world, giving each other the world. This is a brand new life, a brand new world. It's going to require a leap of faith. It's going to require some faith. It's going to require some trust of each other. Maybe trust had been broken in the past. But that's where you're called to open up your heart and take that leap of faith towards each other again. Trust in the love. Have faith in the love. That is what will change everything for you. Focusing back on the love. Bringing yourself back to the love. Having faith in the love. Having faith in the connection. That is what will transform your connection in the physical reality, by having that faith within yourself and having that faith in your counterpart as well. Believing in your counterpart as well. Believing that they have transformed just as much as you have. You would not be coming back into reconciliation and reunion if you were not the same vibration. You would not have been in communication or in contact if you were not the same vibration. That's really important to remember. You are in communication, reconciliation, reunion, because of the work that you have done, which matches the work that they have done. You might not have been able to see it entirely. I'm looking at the moon here on my one on the tarot deck. You might not have been able to see it. A repeating message is not everything has been revealed. You might not have been able to see it in the physical what they were doing, how they've been healing, how they have been transforming. But it's up to you to trust and have faith that just as you have transformed, so is your counterpart. It's quantum entanglement. It's the theory that, or not just a theory, it's been proven. It's the idea that the two blue photons, the one blue photon, when it splits, it creates two red photons, that across time and space, what happens to one happens to the other. That's quantum. You might not be able to see it, but it doesn't mean it's not happening. That's where you're asked to have faith. That's where you're asked to believe in the love and the transformative properties of this love. Okay. All right, Spirit, what else do we need to know for divine feminines towards their divine masculines? What else do we need to know? How's divine feminines feeling towards their divine masculine connection? Yeah. Okay. With the Star card, you wished for this. This is the healing energy that's come in. You wished for this. You wanted this. This is, you have been healing yourself to heal your connection. And I don't mean it like this. I don't mean that the focus was on your connection. The focus was on yourself first and foremost. It's self-love, soul growth for the self first and foremost. But as you healed, as you loved yourself, it was helping your connection. And this could be for your counterpart, or this could be bringing in that soulmate who is your match, that soul connection that is your match. But whatever it is, you wished for this. You wanted this. This was the star that you wished upon, and your wish is coming true. But there's a little bit of doubt here. There's a little bit of anxiety here that's coming through with the Seven of Cups energy. Where divine masculines had the Seven of Cups, it was an energy of excitement, of I can create anything I want now. I can create the life of my dreams. Divine feminines, you're still a little bit wary of that. And I feel like this is where the divine masculines had been, where they were like, can I really have the life of my dreams? Divine feminines, you have been in an energy of believing that it was possible, but now that it's actually here, you're like, wait a minute, is this true? Is this real? Am I just deceiving myself? Am I just being foolish? Could this be possible? Now that it's actually here, you're questioning yourself. You're doubting yourself. There's a lack of faith that's coming in. With the Queen of Pentacles here, they're asking you to stay grounded. They're asking you to fall back into that energy of faith. They're calling for you to fall back into that energy of trust because it is here. You're holding it in your hands. That pentacle is in your hands. It is becoming a part of your physical reality. So why are you questioning it? Your wish is being made manifest. You're holding your wish in your hand. That right there, that pentacle that has been offered to you is what you had wished for. So why are you in an energy of doubt? Why are you in an energy of wondering if this is possible? It's right here. It's right here. So maintain your stability, maintain your groundedness, and come back into that energy of trust and faith. Okay. How is divine feminine feeling towards divine masculine? Okay. And one more. You're still wanting this connection, the Two of Cups here. Remember when I said that you might not be seeing this happen, and that's where the leap of faith might be required of you? You might be seeing in your physical reality your masculine coming in very slowly. You might be seeing non-movement. You might be seeing nothing, literally nothing happening. They're pointing me, they're saying cement. It's like a block of cement. It doesn't move. That's how you, it's so funny. That's how you might be seeing your divine masculine, as like a block of cement, not even moving. It might be that slow. You might feel like it's that slow. But what you're not seeing is what's actually being created, what's actually being transformed. Go back to the divine masculine reading. That's what you're not seeing. That's what's beneath the surface. That's not being revealed to you just yet. And how it's revealed to you is by going back to the love, focusing back on the love, feeling that connection within the love. That's what opens you up. By opening up your heart space, by unguarding your heart, by welcoming back in the love, you, in your heart space, you welcome it into your physical reality. But you might be experiencing some lack of faith, some triggers, some concerns, some doubts, because you are either not seeing much or you're seeing everything at once and it's causing you to freeze. You might be freezing yourself. So there's two different scenarios coming in. I feel like I'm picking up on two different segments. Number one, you might not be seeing much of anything. You might be seeing your masculine as like just a hunk of cement, not doing much of anything. And in the meantime, you're trying to create, you're trying to build, and you're like, where's my masculine? In the meantime, he is coming towards you. He is building, he is creating, and eventually you will converge. Okay? And that's requiring you to continue to have faith and to continue doing your work and to continue opening up your heart. The second segment is everything might feel like it's happening all at once. You might be receiving this offer, and you might be kind of frozen in fear because it's triggering you and bringing up some old fears, some old doubts, stemming from childhood especially, when maybe you got what you wanted, but then it was taken away from you. Okay, sorry guys. Stemming from childhood where maybe you had gotten what you wanted, but then it was taken away from you. Or maybe you had a dream that someone else had kind of squashed. You know, it's bringing up some old fears of this is impossible, this isn't really real. The other shoe is going to drop. It's not going to happen. That's the old conditioning. That's the old paradigm. That's just old wounding that's coming up as a projection. What you're actually doing is you're receiving everything. You're receiving your 10 of Pentacles. With the 8 of Cups here, this is an energy of why are you walking away from everything that you wanted? Again, everything, your star is in your hands. Your wish is in your hands. It is being manifested. Why are you turning your back to it out of fear? Why are you walking away from it out of fear? That's where the leap of faith is required. So a couple of different messages coming in. I feel like there's a couple of different segments that's coming up here. But the overall message for you guys is your manifestations are taking root. Everything that you want to create is coming in. Don't be afraid. The cups here, emotions, it's just fear. It is just fear. Don't be afraid of having everything that you want, because that is what we are ascending to. That is what we are realizing, that we are powerful creators. And guess what? As creators, we manifest our dreams. That is where our power is. That's where our power is. So bring yourself back to that knowledge. Bring yourself back to that mastery. Bring yourself back to that creatorship energy. You are manifesting your dreams. Don't let that fear veer you off that path. Pull you away from your manifestations, which are right in front of you. Okay? All right, let's see now how is Divine Feminine feeling towards Divine Masculine specifically. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. That's this energy right here, the 2 of Cups. This is what you really want. This is what you have been manifesting. This is that wish, and you know it. You feel this soul connection with your counterpart. You feel the flame. You feel that fire. You feel that passion. But now that it's coming in, now that it's here, everything that you've dreamed of, you're a little bit afraid of it. It's bringing up a little bit of doubt. It's bringing up a little bit of, can this be real? Allow this to be real. Let it into your heart. Open up your heart. Let that love into your heart. Once you let that love into your heart, once you offer that cup to each other, everything changes. Everything changes. The new cycle really begins. Okay. I'm going to get a message from you from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, what do you want to say to Divine Masculine? Divine Feminine, what do you want to say to Divine Masculine? Oh, that's a whole chunk of cards. Divine Feminine, what do you want to say to Divine Masculine? We got 2. I'm thinking about you in this very moment. I don't feel worthy of you. Yeah, see, you guys, this is that, it's like the manifestation's here. Your Divine Masculine is like, I'm here, I'm coming in. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Is that true? Is it going to be the same as the past? Is it going to be taken away from me? Is this for real this time? That's the energy. And it's almost like you don't feel worthy of this now that it's here. That's where they're really calling for you to have faith. That's where they're really calling for you to trust. That's where they're really calling for you to use all the tools that you have acquired on this journey and step back into the energy of appreciation and gratitude and love and faith. Step back into the energy of faith. Step back into the energy of knowing. Step back into the energy of the love that you have for your counterpart. If it feels like you've only had this connection in the 5D and all of a sudden it's showing up in the physical, of course it's going to feel like it's rocking your boat a little bit, like it's rocking your world. Of course it might make you feel a little bit off kilter, but that's where they're calling for you to center yourself again. That's where they're calling for you to have balance. That's where they're calling for you to tap into the love of this connection. Because what's happening is what's within is being manifested without. We talk about that all the time. And now that it's here without, go within and anchor that in. Integrate that. Feel into that energy so that it can be rock solid without. Okay? Ooh, okay, you guys. Whew. Heavy, heavy, heavy for Divine Feminines. Hang in there. Hang in there. This is very real. I know it's a little bit mind-blowing because it's like after all this time, after all the work you've done, it's like you were like, can this be possible? Nothing is impossible. You are truly manifesting this. You're truly manifesting this and creating this with your counterpart together. This is very, very real. Just keep remembering that. Keep tapping into that love. Keep tapping into that inner knowing that you have. Keep tapping into your intuition. And keep grounding that energy. And don't be afraid. This is what you've wanted. This is what is coming. This is what is here. Celebrate this. Feel the joy in this. Don't give in to that energy of the fear. Feel the love that surrounds this. Okay? All right, you guys. I'm sending you all so much love, so much light, and we'll see you at the next reading. Bye.